Hi everybody, welcome back to another midweek moment. Later this week we'll celebrate Veterans Day. And when I think about a person in my life who has exemplified what it means to be a faithful veteran, a faithful soldier, I think of a man named Bud. Bud was a member of the first congregation that I served. Bud had served in World War II. In fact, just earlier this year, this last winter, I received a call to let me know that Bud had passed away. And they asked if I would be able to come and speak at his funeral, and I was honored to be able to go and do that. And as we sat down to plan the funeral with Bud's family, one of the verses that they chose was from 2 Timothy chapter 2. And I wanted to just share with you a couple of those verses today, because I think it speaks to not only those who are veterans of the United States of America, but also to each of us as Christians in our call to be a faithful soldier. This is what Paul says. Join with me in enduring hardship as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No soldier gets entangled in civilian pursuits, since his aim is to please the one who enlisted him. Notice that there are three words that start with the letter E in these two verses. First, he says that we are to endure hardship. This is what a good soldier does, is they are willing to suffer. It starts when you enlist and you head off to basic training. And what does basic training do? It puts you through emotional and physical pain in order to prepare you for that battle that you are going to face when you are out there on the front lines. Soldiers are willing to suffer. Soldiers are willing to endure hardship. And you and I, as Christians, we have to be willing to endure hardship. Jesus says, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, which, by the way, means suffering, and follow me. So realize that your life as a Christian is not going to be easy. It means that you have to endure hardship. The second E that is mentioned is, he says that a good soldier doesn't get entangled in civilian pursuits. A good soldier has his complete attention and focus on the task that is in front of him. When he enlists, he's willing to put everything else aside. And so even Jesus recognizes that when we follow after him, that we are setting aside our own everyday lives and our own desires in order that we might follow him. Soldiers are willing to step away from their family, from the comforts of their everyday life, in order that they might faithfully follow their commanding officer. And that's what we're called to as well. We're called not to get distracted by the ways of the world, but to give God our undivided attention, to be willing to take him at his word. And then the final E is the word enlist. That a good soldier desires to obey the one who enlisted him. You know, there are different reasons why a soldier might enlist. They might enlist out of obligation or duty to their country. It might be that we're facing a time of war, and he or she believes that this is just the right thing to do. They might enlist because they come from a military family, or they might enlist because of a sense of adventure or purpose or direction in their life, or because they want to build their character. But you and I have been enlisted. We have been called by God. We have been drafted. We have been chosen to be in His army. And now we are committed to Him. So I just want to say to all of you veterans, thank you for your service. And to the rest of us, continue to serve as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. Be willing to endure hardship. Don't get entangled in civilian pursuits. And be faithful and obedient to the one who enlisted you. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again next time.